So it shows that I'm live now. So good afternoon, namaskar to everyone. It's me Samriddhi and my channel's name is resMOMsibility with Samriddhi. अक्सर लोग पूछते हैं रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी क्या है। दोबारा से वही बात पे आऊंगी कि बहुत टाइम से सोच रही थी कि नाम कैसा क्या शुरू करना चाहिए। तो I came up with an idea and I talked to a few people who know me and I started saying that responsibility is a mother's responsibility. Responsibility. I'm so sorry I said that on live, but it's my कहना चाहिए कि एक प्रोफेशनली मैं करना चाह रही थी लाइफ पर कभी होता नहीं है। कभी मेरा बेटा कूदता-फादता रहता है, कभी कोई और नॉइसेस होते हैं। देयर आर लॉट्स of things to talk about, but either there are noises or I do not have that much time to just be there in front of the camera and talk about it. तो आज भगवान की दुआ से सब कुछ सही-सही हो गया। तो मैंने सोचा कि आज शुरू कर ही देना चाहिए। बहुत दिनों से लिखी हुई है लिस्ट के मंडे को मैं इस बारे में बात करूँगी, ट्यूसडे को उस बारे में बात करूँगी, वेडनेसडे, थर्सडे, फ्राइडे, सैटरडे, एवरीथिंग। On paper, I'm very good. But who all are mom here? I see Zanisha mom already shows that she is a mother. And what about you, Green Aspiration and Niharika RC? Hello to you too. And tell me, if you are moms, I believe you will be able to understand what I'm talking about it right now. तो बहुत सारी लिस्ट है कि किस-किस चीज़ में क्या-क्या बात करूँगी। अब आज जब मैंने पेंडोराज़ बॉक्स खोल ही लिया है, तो I'll talk about the thing which I get asked about the most, and I really, really wish I knew that how to write the topic I want to talk about. That was related with my tagline, Tots Tuesday. आई थॉट इट राइम्स एंड मेजरली मेरे से यही सारे क्वेश्चंस किए जाते हैं कि भाई आप कैसे मैनेज करते हो, क्या करते हो दिन भर अपने बच्चे के साथ और कैसे परेशान करता है कि कोई और है, डू यू हैव एनी हेल्प एट होम एंड ऑल सच ऑफ क्वेश्चंस, यू नो, बट यू ऑलवेज गेट आस्क्ड। तो मैंने कहा कि चलो लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द चाइल्ड्स लाइफ टुडे। तो कई सारे लोग जो मुझे फ़ॉलो करते हैं, वो जानते हैं कि माय सन इज़ अ 4 ईयर ओल्ड टॉडलर। ही हैज़ नॉट बीन टू स्कूल एवर। जब जाने का मौका आया तो कोरोना हो गया। तो एवर सिंस वी हैव बीन हियर, he has not left me and he does not have that clingy uh, behavior right now, which I know of. I do not think so that he has that separation anxiety in him, at least not now. He used to be like that when he was smaller, like every 2 year old kid would be. So he was like that, but then he grew up. He is a very friendly boy, so he keeps on meeting people and then he keeps on talking to everyone. He loves to do a lot of things. And if you watch my Instagram stories or videos, reels, or anything, you will know that he is the actually driving force behind all my videos, all my activities to do. My passion is to do DIYs, home decor and all, but rest of the things, the learn by fun things, I actually do because of my son. See, he is very good with learning a lot of things, but the majority of mothers would agree that the kids, when you make them to read or write something which is more focused on the curriculum, they just run away. So this is how the things are with are there with my son too. Or for past 1 year, it has been consistent like that. तो उसके साथ मैं बहुत सारी चीज़ें करती हूँ। I started IGTV series also, that is Learn by Fun with Kids, and another series, Niharika. Yes, I know once he'll get the exposure, his personality will alter. Everyone tells me that, and I'm also hoping and wishing that it happens with him. And I really wish that September onwards his schools start. क्योंकि I know for sure when the kids meet other kids, they grow in a very different way. Like we need people of our age. I totally agree that kids need kids to be kids, to be themselves, and to have a persona growth all over, not just in terms of doing masti. जो मतलब कहते हैं ना कि बच्चे स्कूल जाते हैं तो शैतानी सीख के आते हैं, तो मैं तो मेरी फैमिली से यही कहती हूँ कि मेरा बेटा तो जाएगा तो वो वही सिखा के आएगा लोगों को शैतानियां. ही इज सो नटोरियस. ही इज अ गुड चाइल्ड, बट all those kinds of थॉट्स नो कि चलो ऐसा करके देखते हैं तो उससे क्या होता है. All sorts of experiments, all sorts of small cute mischiefs he knows on his own. उसको सिखाने की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ती. आई डू नॉट नो हाउ दिस थिंग हैज हैपेंड, बट ही नोज अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स टू जस्ट डू सम और द अदर मिस्चीफ. तो वो सारी चीजें उसमें ऑलरेडी है. ही इज वेरी बबली, ही इज वेरी काइंड हार्टेड ऑल्सो. पर मुझे नहीं पता कि मैं क्या कहना चाह रही हूँ, मैं क्या कन्वे कर रही हूँ. पर जो बात मुद्दे की है उस पे आया जाए, वो ये है कि सब मुझसे बोलते हैं कि यार डू यू एक्चुअली मेक योर सन लर्न व्हाट ही हैज टू स्पीक इन फ्रंट ऑफ द कैमरा. और whenever we have a guest at our home, he comes to them and he greets them at the door, and he'll call them. किसी से नमस्ते बोलता है, किसी से हेलो वेलकम बोलता है, everything. And he comes over and starts interacting with them as if he has known everyone for ages. तो सब मुझे ये बोलते कि यार तूने हमारे आने से पहले इसको चीजें सिखाई थी कि ऐसे ऐसे ग्रीट करना है, ये बात करनी है, ये करना है. तो आई एम लाइक नो, इट कम्स ऑल नेचुरली टू हिम. And maybe it's because we both also do not do such kind of show off that anyone is coming तो तुम्हें ये करना है. He children look at us and they just perceive that how they have to behave. और हमारे यहाँ पे भी जब बचपन में हमारे यहाँ कोई आता था तो क्या हम अपने अंकल आंटी, जो कि इंडिया में बहुत प्रिवल मतलब प्रिवेलिंग टर्म है, everyone is your uncle and auntie, okay? It's not like that your relatives are to be called as uncle and aunties. It's that everyone who you are not related with blood, you'll call them an uncle auntie. So सब अंकल आंटी आते थे. We used to greet them with a namaste uncle, namaste auntie. और कोई आया है तो it was like a matter of pride to show off that what good mannered kids we were. So nobody taught us. We just saw that we get praises. So maybe kids do all such things for recognition. But I never thought that my son will actually imbibe all such things. Because over here we are living very secluded, and especially due to Corona, we do not get to meet a lot of people. पर जब भी मैंने देखा है कि हम किसी और के यहाँ जाते हैं, हमारे कोई रिलेटिव्स या फैमिली फ्रेंड्स के यहाँ, so he comes on his own. Yes, I inculcated that habit in him, that who is the big helper. So he will come around and he'll do as much as he could to help me or help his father. And we'll ask him that, oh, we are stuck up in something. Maybe it's just related with talking to him or asking him to give me a tray and put glasses on the tray so that we can serve things to our guests. And he will be very happy and he'll jump over it and he'll do it. With his father also, he'll show off that these are the things which we do, that this is how we talk, and that's what we play together. He'll tell, my papa tells me this, my papa tells me this song, my papa tells me how to play cricket and football and all such sort of things. So he likes to interact on his own. He has always been like that. And in fact, I told him that you do not, uh, and you should not be talking to strangers. He was so talkative that he will start talking to everyone. Children are like that they do not know who is good, who is not. They do get vibes, but they cannot make a judgment that we have to abstain talking to some people or we have to stop going to certain places on ourselves. So all such things, yes, I taught him, but I never stopped him from interacting with the people we know. our family members, our friends, and I let him be. I do not just tell him that whatever you are doing is wrong or this is the right way. But yes, when we are just the two of us are there, then if he is making some wrong sentences, not just in English, in Hindi also, तो अगर उसके कहीं pronunciations गलत है, कोई भी चीज़ों के उच्चारण गलत है, अगर कोई और नार्सिसिस्ट आ जाए यहाँ पे वो बोले कि मैं हिंदी में बोल रही हूँ और फिर मैं वो इंग्लिश वर्ड्स का यूज़ कर रही हूँ। आजकल ये सब भी बहुत होता है बुलिंग वुलिंग। तो खैर मैं बहुत ही छोटी-सी इन्फ्लुएंसर भी नहीं हूँ, मैं माइक्रो ब्लॉगर हूँ। तो मैंने कहा कि पर हमेशा you should be headed like that you will be someone someday, and that kind of attitude is also there in my kid. So he also will be like, whenever I'll post some video and I'll say good morning, namaskar, so you'll always hear a sweet voice of him telling us good morning, namaskar, and he'll start taking over the video on his own. तो बड़ा मजा आता है ये सब चीजें करने में उसके साथ। और पढ़ाई-लिखाई की चीज़ों में बस वो मुझे बहुत रुलाता है। तो पर्सनैलिटी वाइज़ ही इज़ अमेज़िंग। अगर उसका मतलब जनरल नॉलेज का हो या जनरल नॉलेज का हो, उसके शायद उसके साथ के बच्चों के कंपैरिज़न में बहुत ज़्यादा है। ही नोज़ टॉप 10 कंट्रीज़ जो कि मतलब साइज़ वाइज़ हैं, और फिर मतलब जस्ट फॉर इंटरैक्शन, जस्ट टू कीप हिम बिज़ी, आई कीप ऑन डूइंग थिंग्स विथ हिम। But there are times when he will not listen to me. तो मैं क्या करूँ? There are things which I keep on devising on my own. I believe I should start looking into other blogs or any websites that how you should keep your kid entertained. But sometimes I take too much pride in myself that I know already so much. Why should I look into others' thing? And maybe that's not my cup of tea. And I'll feel disheartened that if that mother can do it and she has so many kids of her own, 5 6 kids, and I just have one to manage and I'm not able to do that also, how am I a good mom? So I do not go for following all such things or any such tidbits, because maybe I'll start looking into myself more and provide a solution to my kid. तो मैं यूजुअली ये करती हूँ दैट आई ट्राई टू डिवाइस व्हाट्स बेटर फॉर द बोथ ऑफ अस। जैसे मतलब फनी फनी चीजें ही हैं, पर मैं करती रहती हूँ उसके साथ कि यार जब वो बहुत ज्यादा चिल्लाना शुरू कर देता है, समटाइम्स ही जस्ट नीड्स अटेंशन, and a child's way to attract your attention is always once they were actually newborns, that time also their temperament, or I do not know what to call that word, but their calling has always been crying or a sharp shrill voice. तो उस टाइम पर जब बच्चा मतलब हमेशा से यही जानता है, उनके जो बेसिक इंस्टिंक्ट्स हैं आर टू मेक नॉइस एंड बी हर्ड। तो वही सारी चीज़ें अभी भी बच्चों के साथ होती हैं, और यू हैव टू मेक देम रियलाइज़ दैट नाउ इफ दे आर एबल टू कम्युनिकेट थ्रू वर्ड्स और थ्रू देयर actions, that what they are feeling, they should express in that way instead of just shouting. That is a better way to channelize and process your emotions. And they also know that yes, without making noises also you can get hurt. क्योंकि अधिकतर ये होता है कि आप जब लोगों के पास जाते हो और मोस्टली इफ यू आर सराउंडेड बाय अ लॉट ऑफ फैमिली मेंबर्स, तो या फिर मीन्स ये कि बहुत सारे ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल है हु हैज ऑलरेडी बीन टेकिंग केयर ऑफ द किड, सो द किड गेट्स पैम्पर्ड अ लॉट। I have observed that, and maybe we were also pampered by our नाना नानीज and दादा दादीज। और अभी भी मैं जाती हूँ या मेरे घरों में, तो many of the times it happens that I'm very strict. I do not let him do like that, do or talk to anybody in a disrespectful way, because ultimately I feel that it turns out to me कि मैंने तमीज से बात करना नहीं सिखाया उन सारे लोगों को। तो वो चीज़ कोई माँ नहीं चाहेगी कि उनको इस तरह से कोई भी फीलिंग आए। तो बस फिर उसमें मुझे लगता है कि यार इट इज माय रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कि मेरा बच्चा अच्छा सा रहे, उसकी हमेशा तारीफ हो, हर माँ चाहती है। पर हाँ, ये चीज जरूर है कि यार लगता जरूर है कि आपका बच्चा हमेशा आपका इलाज रख लेगा, ऐसा होता नहीं है। तो a few days back also I was having some interaction on Zoom call, and he just came out of nowhere and he started saying, yeah, Mama, I need to color. I eventually had to get up and make an excuse, cut a sorry figure कि यार actually he got up and I have to take care of him. I cannot be like that. And of course, why shouldn't I be doing that? क्योंकि तुमने मुझे अभी तक हायर तो किया नहीं. That is for sorry, it came out wrong, but that was around a month ago. That was a hospital group which were I was talking to, and again, sometimes the grudges come, and I would not like to mention what all things have happened, but yes, things do happen and you get pissed because then they start talking about you not being someone who speaks certain language. तो तब लगता है यार कि यार तो फिर इतना टाइम वेस्ट क्यों किया. तो उस टाइम पे ये जरूर हुआ था. Then he started shouting and then I told him that I told everyone that give me a break for 2 minutes or so. Yeah, I went and he just was anxious that I told him that it will be half an hour. So he knows that if the clock was on 12, it should come on 6 and it will be half an hour. So he was like, now what is happening that you are not coming and talking to me and you are just gazing at me and just checking out that I'm doing something fine or not. I'm not shouting. So I gave him colors, I gave him books, and then he was done with his thing again. So the interview of course, was a male, and he said, "Okay, is that your child?" So I'm like, "Yes, he's my son. Of course, who else's kid I'll be taking care of? I do not run a crèche or something." So I said, I apologize for the disturbances and the inconvenience. So he was like, no, no, it's okay. I just thought what happened in between. You just said 1 minute. Are you okay? So I actually lost it. But then I could not say anything to them because they were my possible recruiters. So just for the fear of not getting selected, I just said, no, no, it's all right. Fine. I managed. पर गुस्सा तब तो इतना तेज आया था ना कि मतलब मुंह तोड़ दूं उसका. पर फिर छोड़ो, ऐसा कुछ कर नहीं सकते. और मैं लाइफ पे इतना सब बोल रही हूँ. आई नो आई विल गेट अ लॉट ऑफ बैकलैशिंग्स फ्रॉम पीपल कि यार ये कैसी बातें कर रही है लाइफ पर आकर के. बट समटाइम्स इन लाइफ you should went out, and I have been telling a lot that you should went out to a lot of people near me for quite some time. It does not happen. You have to give them time to trust you, to let them vent out. And similarly, it's the kind of bonding you should have your with your kid. Does not matter the age, does not matter the gender of the kid, does not matter the kind of society you live in. Nothing matters, just your relationship with your child. So how to develop a happy kid? The first thing is show them in your actions how much you love them, not just by talking sweet to them. It does not help because kids, they understand the vibes when you are pretending, when you are not. तो अगर आपको गुस्सा आ रहा है और ऐसे बोल रहे हो कि बेटा मुझे पता है सब क्या किया है तुमने, अभी इधर आओ फिर तुम्हें पता चलेगा, दिल ऑफ कोर्स रन अवे फ्रॉम यू. सो such simpleton things to the complex ones when your child becomes a teenager. Okay, talk to me. You cannot force your child to do that. तो आप कैसे एक बच्चे को रेज करो that they confide in you is an art in itself. And I believe not all parents know how to do that. तो जितना मुझे समझ आता है, मैं सोच रही हूँ कि इस चीज पे एक सीरीज शुरू करी जाए. Let me know in your comments के या DMs, whatever you feel like suggesting me on, कि किस चीज के बारे में you feel stuck with your kid, because I have been with a lot of kids and I continuously talk to them, and a lot of them confide in me more than their family members. I'm not a psychiatrist as such, but yes, I have been into healthcare sector for so long that I know that what people say and want to convey but cannot. I have seen people who have been in the last stages of their lives and their family members trying to show that how much they love them. पर ये सारी चीजें irrelevant हो जाती हैं अगर हमेशा से आपके बॉन्ड आपके बच्चे से उतना अच्छा नहीं रहा हो। और वेस्टर्न वर्ल्ड में द वे दे शो इट, इट्स मच मोर कॉम्प्लेक्स इन इंडियन contexts, and especially for Asian families, all over Asia, it's like that. I do not feel that. I feel that the European world or the Americans, or say all the Western continents, whoever are there, they are more open and they are non-judgmental. पर हम लोग अपने खुद ही के बायसेस से उबर के नहीं आ पाते कि हम अपने बच्चे को इतना टाइम दे पाए, इतना लिबरेटेड सोच दे पाए कि वो हमसे आकर के अपने सारे थॉट्स पे बात कर सकते हैं। एंड विथ गर्ल चाइल्ड इट्स स्टिल ईजियर, विथ बॉयज इट्स इवन मोर डिफिकल्ट, क्योंकि दे आर एक्सपेक्टेड टू जस्ट कीप अ लो प्रोफाइल। तो कैसे करा जाए ये सारी चीजें? इट डज नॉट जस्ट हैपन इन वन डे, it starts from the beginning. But if you have missed those beginnings, there is still time to amend your actions, to mend your relations. तो मैं क्या करती हूँ with my kid? I'll just showcase in a few posts also. And मेरा सबसे बड़ा hassle रहता है उसको पढ़ाने का। होम स्कूलिंग मॉम हैशटैग। तो उसमें बड़ी दिक्कतें ये आती हैं कि यार कैसे अपने बच्चे को आप मोटिवेट करो कि वो पढ़ने में इंटरेस्टेड रहे। पढ़ने में कभी बच्चा कोई भी इंटरेस्टेड नहीं रहता। आई हैव हर्ड इट अ लॉट। In fact, I know that I might also have been a nightmare for my mother, though I was good academically. But not all the time is your interest which lies towards studying. मैं कोई किताबी कीड़ा थी नहीं, ना मेरे माँ बाप चाहते थे कि मैं किताबी कीड़ा बनूं। तो वो लोग भी मतलब दे यूज्ड टू गिव अस आवर पर्सनल टाइम फ्रॉम आवर चाइल्डहुड टाइम्स। पर मुझे यही लगता है कि यार कितना पर्सनल टाइम दे सकती हूँ मैं इस लड़के को? मुझे बहुत सारे काम है, खाना बनाना है, घर ठीक से रखना है, क्योंकि मुझे अच्छा लगता है घर जमाना, घर सुंदर रखना। इट्स नॉट दैट आई हैव एनी प्रेशर, पर मतलब मुझे अच्छा लगता है कि ये चीज जहाँ है वहां की वहीं रहे, वहां से 1 इंच भी हिलती है सो आई फील दैट आई हैव एन ओसीडी, कि वो ऐसी क्यों खिसक गई। जब तक मैं उसको ठीक नहीं कर दूंगी आई विल नॉट बी एबल टू सेट प्रॉपरली, इवन इफ आई हैव टू लीव फॉर a flight, and if I see that my picture wall has some pictures going here and there, or there is a lot of dust on the screen of those pictures, I'll immediately take a tissue and I'll start rubbing them off like all the waxing, vanning stuff, unless and until that thing is spick and span. My son does not do that. He makes a mess of everything, and then I have to be constantly after him to do this, that you have to take your toys and put them in the basket. You have to keep your play area clean. Earlier, he did not used to do it, so I obviously lost my cool a few times. Then I thought, why should I lose my cool? Because if I'll shout, he'll shout, and then nothing will come out of it. He'll start feeling angry or sad, maybe depressed. These days, you know, don't know what kids go through. And because of the social media exposure, we also get to know that how much a kid gets affected with our action. I told that I do not read all such things, but I do follow journals related with kids' mental well-being and their nutrition and all such stuff. Not regularly, but yes, at least in a month or two, I go through all those journals and I look into it that uh, if there is some guiding light for me also, that just to show that firstly, affirmation that what am I doing is right or not. If it is not, how I can go better with it. How can I let him talk to me? And whatever he's observing, he should tell me. And whatever he has felt beyond this cocoon of my motherhood, he should let me know if he feels suffered, suffocated, or happy, or proud of himself, whatever it is. He should talk to me about all those things. I try to provide such an atmosphere. In fact, not just me, my husband, our parents also do talk to him a lot on a lot of things. And he learns a lot from everyone, not just me. I will not take the whole credit of doing everything with him or for him. But yes, I will take at least 50% of the credit and rest I'll distribute it to others because he is with me 24/7. तो मैं क्या करती हूँ उसके साथ कि भाई देखो मेरे कुछ कुछ पॉइंट्स हैं विच आई फील दैट every mother should also look into it. And I do not brag about what a good parent I am, but I know something or the other I'm doing good because my kid is being praised. तो मैं दिन भर से क्या ये चीजें करती हूँ कि ठीक है, तुम्हें एक पर्टिकुलर फिक्स टाइम नहीं बनाऊंगी मैं कि तुम्हें इतने बजे सो के उठना है, इतने बजे सो जाना है. मैं पहले ऐसी थी, पर eventually I thought that I cannot lock horns with my son on all such things. Whenever he'll feel tired, he'll eventually go to sleep, and there is a time to evolve. I sleep trained him a little, not totally. I never let him sleep away from me. We've always co-slept with our kid, and I feel that that is the best thing to do with your kid. I am no, not somebody who will vouch for that, that you should put your kid to another place and let them cry and go to sleep. That's a horrible feeling for me. And the moment I actually held him in my hand, I could not let go. I was fierce than a mama bear, maybe. तो मैं किसी को ही नहीं छूने देती थी पहले तो मेरे बच्चे को. पर फिर सबने बोला कि तुम्हें सोने की जरूरत है. तो आई स्टार्टेड डूइंग दैट एंड आई resented people that you are taking away my kid from me. Does not matter I'm sleeping or not. Means people talk about this. Uh, I should not be saying those words. But yes, those postpartum blues people have. I was so much happy. I was so much into my kid, that I lost that I also am someone who has to be taken care of. I was fed forcefully by my mother-in-law, by my mother, in fact, by my husband also, because I just wanted, oh, he's crying. I should leave my plate. I should go and feed him. Oh, he's crying. He must have soiled his diapers. I should go and check out on him. Where was he? Lying besides me. But I'll just throw everything away and I'll just attend to him. So I was told that you are being too clingy. It's otherwise, but it happened with me. And now I laugh at it. But earlier, when I was told that you are being so fussy, I used to lose it like crazy. कि आप कैसे कैसे बदल सकते हो, आप सब भी तो माँ बने हो, और क्या आप लोग अपने बच्चे को कोई के पास भी छोड़ देते? Of course they used to, because they were used to that environment. Whole of my pregnancy, me, my son were together. My husband used to go for office, and we were here. So I used to talk to our families back at home over mobile phones. तो मैंने कभी कनेक्शन नहीं छोड़ा किसी से. पर हाँ, ये है कि जब मेरा ऐसा कोई एक कनेक्शन था with somebody who was totally dependent on me, I took it on myself कि I have to be the best version of myself, come what may. तो अभी मैं वही सारी चीजों में लगी रहती हूँ. इसलिए ये सब देन है मेरी, क्योंकि सपनों में भी मुझे यही दिखता है कि कल क्या करना है, क्या नहीं करना है. समटाइम्स आई अकम्प्लिश, sometimes I can. बात कहाँ करना शुरू करनी थी, कहाँ पहुँच गई? तो how I raise him and how I channelize his anger or grudges. तो बीच में मतलब कभी ना कभी हर किसी के साथ होता है कि बहुत सारे चेंजेस आते रहते हैं आपके foodie dialogue sent a request to be in your live video. Hi, foodie dialogue. May I know your name, please? Because I have not had any conversation with you. This is our first conversation, I believe. Hi, Shruti, how are you? So please let me know what we can talk about on, and then maybe in my next live session, we'll both get connected and we'll talk about food or what kind of foods we have we should eat for healthy living maybe. So let me know, either DM me or just write in a comment in here, and we'll take this ahead. And yes, Aikia Purvati, hi. KMT Upendra, KMT Upendra, I believe I pronounced your name right. And yes, hello everyone. Yes, I'm also good, Shruti. And I saw your recent pictures. You moved somewhere else, right? जवा ने बताया मुझे कि बहुत सारी जगह तुमने अभी कहीं कुछ शिफ्ट की है जॉब. And I'm happy and glad to know that you are growing and staying healthy. Sanjay Kothari, okay. Oh, okay, fine. So I do not know whether I can let you be in my video at the moment. Drop me a DM and talk to me about it, Mr. Foodie Dialogue, Mr. Miss. I believe from your profile picture you are a Mr. Foodie Dialogue. DM me. Let's chat that what you want to talk about, and then if it is in sync in lines with the profile of mine and the things I talk about, I'll be happy to add you in my next live session. I hope I'll do that live session tomorrow, but I cannot guarantee for that. So uh, oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Shruti. So yes, where was I? I was talking that talking about a child's life. तो पहली चीज just a recent example I'm quoting that what I do. Hi Mom's Corner. तो मैंने ये शुरू किया था कि there were times when I was losing cool because I constantly told my son to, as I told that I have some OCD of keeping things in certain places and they should not move out. So I wanted to teach him this, that if you're playing, it's okay. Play, make a mess, I don't care. But once you are done playing with something, you should pick it up and put it in their certain places, which are designated places. He has his own play area in our home. And I ask him just to put his things. It does not matter whether he's keeping them in the right boxes or not. Okay, okay. Thank you so much for joining my video, Mr. Foodie Dialogue, and I much appreciate that. तो मैं क्या बोल रही थी, हाँ, कि उसने मतलब जब चीजें नहीं रखी तो it happened one day, twice, then his school vacation started. So he started staying up quite late. It's like every day was a weekend for him. So 12:30 in the night was happening. And then in the morning, he'll wake up very groggy and he'll just continuously cry or be itchy. Like, I wanted this, you did not give me that, and I want to watch TV. And it has happened that since his summer vacation started, he was watching TV continuously for 4 hours. And I waited. I waited one day, I waited 2 days. And when the third day he came to me with a red eye, I told him that this is what happens when you continuously watch TV. So my husband gave me a look that, okay, so now you are giving him a comeback that this is what happens. Could not you tell him earlier? I told him earlier also, but he was fighting with me. He was saying, "No, Mama, you are very bad. You are not letting me watch TV. All my friends' mothers let them watch TV." Re- Imagine a 4 year old arguing with his mother, who is like more than how much? 6 times his age. That he's telling me that you are not letting me have my own space. So I lost it that day, and that's why I did not tell him for 2 days straight that he is watching too much TV. तो हुआ ये कि उसकी हो गई आंख थोड़ी सी रेडिश एंड watery. So I gave him some dabbed cotton to put on his eyes, and then I told him, "Now will you watch TV?" So he said, "No, Mama, TV is bad for me. Can I watch mobile?" I said, "No, that will affect your eyes more." So this is the conversation which we keep on having. And when you have a retrospect of all that, you laugh. But at that point of time, you know how much rage you have inside of you. पर ठीक है, हर किसी के साथ ऐसे ही होता है, तो मैंने कहा कि चलो ठीक है, टीवी देखना कैंसिल। अब क्या करें? अगर टीवी नहीं देखेंगे तो हर चीज में एंगेज करना पड़ेगा। एक नहीं, दो नहीं, चार चार एक्टिविटीज कर रहे हैं हम दिन में। तो मैंने कहा कि यार थोड़ा पढ़ो भी तो सही। एंड ही वाज लाइक, नो, माय स्कूल्स आर ओवर, आई विल नॉट स्टडी। आई टोल्ड हिम दैट इफ यू विल नॉट स्टडी यू विल फॉरगेट, बट पढ़े को सुनना नहीं होता है, तो क्या किया जाए? अब when I told him that if you will study, I'll give you a star. And that ways my idea transformed into a chart of good habits. तो अभी सो फार सो गुड। अभी एक दो दिन से वो भी काम नहीं कर रहा है, तो आई हैव टू चेंज इनटू समथिंग एल्स। पर इट वर्क फॉर 2 months straight. Okay, he'll get up on time, he'll brush, he'll do all his morning chores, he'll get ready on time. On time, sorry, on time means it's like by 9:30, he'll be all freshened up and ready and change clothes and pray to God. कि भाई कुछ भी एक आध कोई भी मंत्र बोल दो भगवान के सामने, या उनको जल चढ़ा दो, या कुछ भी भोग लगा दो, and you have it all to eat on your own. So he's very happy on all those morning chores. But as soon as it comes to studying, he again refused. So I told him that his favorite color is red. So I told him that when you do something, I'll give you stars on all the points. So the day, if you get 10 stars, so I made 10 pointer chart for whole day of the week. तो हर दिन उसको कुछ ना कुछ पॉइंट कम ही रह जाता था। तो उसमें मैंने हर दिन का ऐड किया कि भाई तुम्हें प्ले एरिया ठीक रखना है तो उसका स्टार मिलेगा, तुम खेलोगे तो उसका स्टार है, पर उससे पहले तुम्हें पढ़ना पड़ेगा, उसका स्टार है। तुम्हें सबसे अच्छे से बात करनी है कि अगर तुम अच्छे से बात करोगे, सबसे अच्छे बिहेवियर रखोगे तो स्टार। तो माय हस्बैंड टोल्ड मी दैट व्हाई दिस इज अ पॉइंट इन हियर। सो आई टोल्ड हिम दैट मे बी just to make it habitual, I have to keep it a point to him कि अगर तुम अच्छे से बात करें तो शायद तुमको धीरे 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 it will develop in your habit already. So that is how I started doing it, and it works. It definitely works. Instead of beating or scolding or shouting on your kid, if you relate their actions with some reward, it is not monetary. It should not be involved with any kind of gifts or games. It should be related with something they are interested in or you want to develop an interest of. तो मैंने जैसे यही किया कि यार ये सारी चीजें करोगे तो तुम्हें स्टार मिलेगा। ही इज हैप्पी विद इट। You know, the children are very, very open hearted. They do not desire much, just your love and attention. तो पहले आप ये सारी चीजों पे ध्यान दें, एंड दिस इज हाउ यू मेक। और मतलब ये तो सिर्फ मेरा था नजरिया कि यार वो बात तो करता है पर बहुत ज्यादा शैतानी करता है सबके साथ। तो क्या मैं उसको कुछ इस तरह से मोल्ड कर सकती हूँ कि वो थोड़ा मतलब कम शैतानी करके ज्यादा कंसंट्रेट करे कि उसको कुछ बात कोई पूछ रहा है तो उसका जवाब दे, नथिंग एल्स। क्योंकि एवरीवन क्या कहना चाहिए, एक्सपेक्ट्स के बच्चों से अगर हम पूछते हैं तो दे आर वेरी हैप्पी टू गिव आंसर्स टू। मेरे बेटे के साथ ऐसा नहीं है। अगर उसको आंसर देना है तो वो देगा, नहीं देना है तो तुम कुछ भी कर लो। ही विल नॉट केयर अबाउट इट। तो उन सारी चीज़ों पे कि कहीं-कहीं उसके जो बिहेवियरल एस्पेक्ट्स हैं, जिनको मैं और अच्छा करना चाहती हूँ, निखारना चाहती हूँ। So I keep on talking to him about that, and if any bad thing is happening around him, I talk to him. पर आज के लिए बस इतना ही इस सेशन में कि अगर आपको कुछ अच्छा करना है अपने बच्चे के लिए या कुछ नया सिखाना चाहते हैं, इनफैक्ट बात भी कराना चाहते हैं, तो आप खुद बात करिए अपने बच्चे से। If you want him to be interactive enough and to use good vocabulary, not just in any foreign language, or even if it's your mother tongue, which you also feel that you are not good at. So try, consider talking to them in the best possible words and tell them in the meanings of that eventually or that day, like a word for the day, and tell them that this word we'll be using today and we'll use them in sentences. It's not just about English. In fact, I feel that Hindi is my mother tongue. I feel that I should start giving him a word for the day for Hindi also that he should use. So I'll just quote an example for that also. Okay, for a movie, he said, "Wow, that's amazing," and then I just created one interest in him that, do you know what that word is called in Hindi? He's like, Badhiya? I said, there is one more word better than Badhiya in Hindi. So he asked me what? So told him Adbhut. And once he could not pronounce it, but then he said it again and again, and he was very happy that he learned something new, Adbhut. And then he called his grandparents and he told, "Aapko pata hai Adbhut kya hota hai?" And they were so happy that he done said some good spoken Hindi word. So that gives you another elated feeling that, yeah, I never thought about it. But once you continuously do and get involved with your kid in learning such things, every day is wonderful. So on that note, I'll take your, क्या कहते हैं, बोलना ही भूल गई हूँ आजकल, लाइव करना बंद कर दिया तो I'll take your leave and continuously be in touch with me and ask me any questions related with parenting or how you can make your child a better person that they already are. This is me signing off. Namaskar. Have a good day. Bye bye.